Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome to yet another edition of Out and About with Mark English and Barry Fair here. And it's Monday, the 19th of September. Well, September is going like the and spring is here, and thank goodness we've got a fine day. Well, today, before we head out, we'd like to talk about how Out and About originated. Well, you remember how on episode 1 with Mark and I back on the 30th of May, that was his first appearance. Well, that was to give you an idea of what Out and About was going to be like. And our first episode was on the Story Bridge, but the original episode was on episode 17. Well, this film today, the introduction, is going to be explaining how we do Out and About, so that we can show you the different sides of Brisbane and where we can get to. And joining me now in the studio, it's a very good morning to Mark English. Welcome to episode 39 and Out and About.
Thanks, Barry, and it's good to be here. And as you said, isn't it nice that we finally got a day? It's only taken months, but we've got one. So I'm looking forward to today greatly.
Now, we're not going there into Philly today because we've done about, well, I've done about 3 episodes there. So it's too good a day to go there. So today we're going to be heading off to the Brisbane Botanic Gardens. And what a beautiful day it is to be going and doing that. Here's Mark now for his opening sequence on this.
Thanks, Barry. Yeah, I'm looking forward to today because I love the Botanic Gardens. It's a stunning place. We've got a stunning day, and a trip to the Botanic Gardens gives us access to South Bank as well, seeing as how we've got the footbridge that we can cross. So we might get a little bit further than just the Botanic Gardens today.
So like I've said on the Sean Cliff outing, if you like us to cover anywhere in Brisbane whilst I am still here, please do feel free to let us know what you'd like us to cover. Here's Mark now.
Absolutely. Always looking for new ideas of places to get out and about to. And we've done some of the local parks and different spots about town, like the Story Bridge. But the more the better. I'd rather have some lined up than be wondering where to next.
Because that Story Bridge outing was out of the book, but it wasn't a gorgeous day like it was today, like it is today. So, the most important rule, ladies and gentlemen, okay, please do enjoy what you have in life. Here's Mark.
Absolutely. We try and make the most of what we've got on the day. And you're right, Barry, it was raining the day we went to the Story Bridge, but it was a little intermittent, so we only had to put the brolly up a couple of times. But it's just so nice to have the sun out and have a beautiful clear day for a change. So really looking forward to it today.
And don't forget, on Sunday, a very special edition of Out and About, starting at 11 o'clock. So let's hope it's a good day for that. Now, I have some news about Sydney, but I will get to you on that in a minute. But how Out and About originated? Well, the series is called Out and About because we want to get out there and show you the places where you can get to in a wheelchair. The cafe you can get to accessible bathrooms, accessible taxis, you name it. Here's Mark.
Yeah, so we know, Barry, that it's not that easy, and transport's a significant issue. But we've also found in just travelling around that there are quite a few places that, for reasons mostly of age, they're not particularly wheelchair friendly, and they do make life extremely difficult for you to get around. So, it's nice to know in advance whether you will be able to get around properly or not.
So, it is no good sitting at home, guys, because, like, just take a look at this beautiful day we've got here. Here's Mark now.
I'm sure you're going to get a few shots of us out and about in the sun, frolicking at the Botanic Gardens. So I won't take you outside for a look just now. You'll have to take our word for it until you see what a stunning day it is.
So we won't give the surprise away just yet. Here's Mark now.
Exactly. So we'll get some video of us out and about, and I'm sure a little bit later in the show you'll be able to see just how beautiful it is, and hopefully it has been warming up a bit, and I'm hoping the gardens, having had a bit of rain and sun, will be stunning.
So, how Out and About originated? Well, again, I decided to make a series of Out and About because it's just that I can show you the different sites in Brisbane. So if you're ever up in Brisbane, guys, there's absolutely no need for you to sit in your hotel room. All you've got to do is book a taxi and go to one of the many places that we covered, like Shorncliffe, Scarborough. We've done that. Here's Mark now.
Yes, we've been to some lovely places, and I've been surprised myself in getting around with you, Barry, at how many beautiful parks there are on the water. So Scarborough's beautiful. Then that whole walkway around Shorncliffe it's just a stunning walk, right along the beach. So on a nice day, with views out to the islands in Moreton Bay, it's just the most gorgeous place.
So, just a few rules, guys. Okay, we've said this many times on the show. If you do bring your rubbish in, guys, you know the drill. Take it out. Here's Mark.
Absolutely. So one of the things we've noticed getting around is just how beautiful all these parks and spaces have been, and relatively litter free, which you know saves on feral animals and pests, etc., floating around as well. So you know, keeping places clean absolutely pays off for everybody.
So, just a bit of news on Sydney now. There is a bit of, it is in progress. Okay, still happening. Okay, so it's not falling through. It's not gonna fall through. I don't think. I don't think so. Anyway.
I'm sure it won't, Barry. It's just a matter of endless reams of organising.
Yeah. So as soon as I hear any more, I will let you know and get back to you. But anyway, we're gonna talk about before we head out how important it is to organize your day. Okay, we said this on the Sean Cliff outing when we had our lunch. Okay, check the weather forecast. We don't need to check it today because look at that. Well, I can't swing the camera around, but I can sure tell you what a stunning day it is today. And wear your sun cream as well. Here's Mark.
Well, I've packed my sunscreen, and I was going to suggest to you, Barry, that whilst it's been nice and cool in the morning, that once we get out in the sun, your hoodie's going to be way too much. So we might have to appropriately de-tire you before you get into the taxi.
Well, just take it down a little bit, but not too much. So, like I've said, this is out and about. Okay? Out and about is a series where Mark and I come to bring to you the show every Monday. We've been doing that since the 30th of May, and I first met Mark in the very early stages of the show, and here he is.
And it's been a revelation for me, Barry, because as you know, before I started doing out and about with you, I have never been involved with videoing and YouTubing, etc. So it's all been a brand new experience for me. And I'm lost in admiration for the fact that you put all this together and you put your shows together, and I think it's just fantastic.
So, the time now is coming up to 18 minutes after 10 o'clock here on Monday morning. And we thank you for joining us for episode 39. And we're now going to take you out to outside the studio and continue the show from there. And just one thing I forgot to mention, have a good attitude as well. Here's Mark.
Absolutely. We've been, I suppose, put under pressure in the past with getting some things organised or not organised, as they sometimes happen, and you've never lost your cool. Whilst it's frustrating, it's not the end of the world, is it?
It's not.
So we've never been stranded. We've just been a bit late. So being frustrated wasn't going to actually achieve an outcome for us. And, we've managed to put up with some interesting impediments to getting things done. But it's never been anything that caused any real angst.
So we're going to take a break now, and thank you so much for joining us. And while I do have you here, I've got new glasses. I got them on Thursday of last week, so have a look at the video that I put up on Thursday. So episode 39 of Out and About with Mark and Barry continues shortly. It is 20 minutes past 10. It's Monday morning, the 19th of September. Don't you go away. We will have more of Out and About very shortly. And we will talk about this magnificent place on the show too. So plenty more coming up on episode 39 of Out and About. Stay with us.
See you soon.
See you soon, guys. Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to episode 39 now, and sorry for that interruption there in today's transmission. Welcome once again to Out and About with Barry Fair and Mark English. Well, today we're coming to you live and exclusive from the Brisbane Botanic Gardens here in beautiful downtown Brisbane. Now, when I say beautiful Brisbane, well, I mean, look at that. Just look at that, everybody. You've got a lovely view of Brisbane there, which we'll show you in just a moment. But to open our second part of our show today, we would like to show you around the Brisbane River, and we'll show you that. But Out and About, we've been creating a series called Out and About because Mark and I want to show you the many sights of Brisbane before I head back to Sydney. And here's Mark now. Good morning to you. Welcome to episode 39 once again.
Thanks, Barry. And yep, I hope we do get to do a few more videos of Out and About before you head back to Sydney, and give people a bit more of an idea of where they can take their chairs in Brisbane and still have access to all the facilities that they want.
Okay, and like we've said on many of the Out and About videos we've brought to you, please do not pick up your rubbish and go, you know what I'm gonna do, because there are bins right in front of you. Here's Mark now.
Absolutely, Barry. So never condone leaving litter. If you can't put it in a bin, pack it up. You'll see a bin soon enough, and if you don't see a bin, take it home and put it in the bin at home. So it's not a hard task.
Well, we might show you a rubbish bin actually. So let's show you a rubbish bin.
So from here, whilst I can't show you all of them, but I can see 3 sets of bins from here. So there's absolutely no excuse for anyone littering in a place like this.
And this park, ladies and gentlemen, is in absolute pristine condition. Like we've said this on the Scarborough episode many times, and just look at that, like this beautiful area we've got for you here. And this is what Out and About is all about. And on a beautiful spring day like this, why sit at home? Here's Mark now.
Yes, a stunning day for us to get out at last. We've just had shocking weather, well, by Brisbane standards anyway. It's been cold for us and fair bit of rain, but I think this is the first Monday that we've had where it's just been sun, warm, and it's just a beautiful day to be out and about.
So why sit at home, ladies and gentlemen, and not do anything? What a waste of a day. Here's Mark.
Absolutely. Well, I'm just putting it out there, but I think this beats any movie that you'd be able to show me as far as just bringing joy to me, I have to say. I love being out anytime, but in surroundings this beautiful and on such a glorious day, it's hard to imagine anything could be better than this.
So if you've got a picnic basket, pack a picnic on the leftovers. Grab a picnic basket, guys, and you know what to do. There's plenty of parking around, so why not make the most of this beautiful Brisbane weather? Here's Mark now.
Absolutely. And Barry, I don't know if we've chatted about it, but because of the Riverwalk, which is fully wheelchair accessible, it means that you can get onto the Riverwalk virtually anywhere without having to drive into the city and get yourself into the city, and direct access to things like the Botanic Gardens, because the Riverwalk is literally just below us as we speak, and comes around the entire park. So, you know, it's probably 3/4 of the park is bounded by the Riverwalk, and as well as having all its own internal paths through the garden itself. So lots of space here. You don't have to come into the city to access it as far as parking's concerned, and you know, you can make much more of a day of it as part of a journey around the Riverwalk if you want it.
So we're going to now give you a pan around the Brisbane River. Now, I might as well
Walk and talk.
Walk and talk at the same time. Now, you can see here, okay, this takes you down, okay, towards the construction area of where things are being built. Now, then we go here to where this area was impounded by floods in early February or late February. Now, we might
Actually, just get out in the middle and do a spin so that your camera pans around, Barry.
okay, so we're going to do spin now. So just look at that,
So a bit of Brisbane City in the background now.
and did we get the Story Bridge?
You might have to swing just a bit more this way.
And we got her there. Have we got her?
Oh, bound to have got it over your right shoulder right now. Might just put that up a frac.
And this way, did we get it?
Guaranteed. I can't see it for the glare off the screen, but I know it's there in your background.
But we might give you another glimpse of it when we move further down. So people riding their bikes here, okay.
So we're just currently on one of the large riding paths that comes down from the Botanic Gardens and onto the Riverside Walkway. And in Brisbane terms, we're at the southern end of the city, which is up against one of the bends in the river.
So we might just come over here and tell you about the river high.
Okay, so public docking of boats for access to this southern end of the city and the Botanic Gardens, but it has been set up with a lot of boat moorings, and obviously the plan is to have temporary mooring facilities here for people to be able to either dock for the day or moor their boat for a week. So there is some docking facility as well as mooring facility, and a lot of this is rehabilitation post-flood as well. A lot of these riverside boating structures were destroyed during the last flood, so there's still a lot of construction work going on, bringing it back to a usable state.
Okay, so we'll just go back, go underneath this little bridge here. Okay, so under we go now. Now, this is Kangaroo Point.
Well, actually, this tells me what it's all about, because it's the other side of the river, it's Kangaroo Point, but this is going to be the Kangaroo Point Green Bridge. So it is obviously going to be a walking cycling bridge only, connecting Kangaroo Point to the southern end of the city.
Okay, so I'm just coming out. So now we can give you a proper look so now we can just pull over here and give you a shot of these story bridge now.
Alright. I'm never quite sure whether I'm actually showing you anything, but I'm sure you can see the Story Bridge now. And the northern end of the city.
So this is what out and about is like, guys. So this is why Mark and I bring the show to you each Monday here. And this is episode 39, as I have said. Here's Mark now.
Yep, so from here, Barry, we can go further into the city. The Riverwalk has no shortage of places to get coffees and beverages and food, etc. As well as being, it's just a beautiful way to travel through a major city is skirted, and just enjoy the openness of being on the water. And it's surprisingly peaceful down here, considering that we're in the middle of a fairly significant city.
And look at how clean that river is. Look at that. Would you like to wake up with a view like that? I'm sure you would.
I'm sure I would too.
And if you're staying in a hotel, guys, and you've got a view like that, get up and take a picture of it. See the sun rising over the river. Here's Mark.
Yep, absolutely, Barry. And it is a very pretty city from the point of view of it's got lush gardens, beautiful trees, lovely walks. So you can get out and about very easily in Brisbane, and you don't have to go very far before you come to parks and public spaces that are there just for our enjoyment, and the aesthetic value of having some open space for people to be able to use in an otherwise busy city.
Okay, so why waste time sitting at home on a beautiful day like this? Here's Mark now.
I know that I'd rather be here than sitting at home, that's for sure.
Unless you're sick, of course.
Unless I'm sick, of course.
So let's go back to where we started the program and tell you a few rooms. So come with us.
All right.
Welcome back. Isn't this a lovely spot of the Brisbane Botanic Gardens? Just look at that. And like we said before about the pins, they're pretty rubbish in them. Here's Mark now to reenact on that.
Yeah, so obviously we can't say it often enough. Got to keep everywhere that we use tidy, both for our own pleasure and everybody else's. So never any excuses for littering. The bins are here, and if you haven't got bins that you can see, just pack everything up and take it home with you.
And dispose of it in your own bins at home, guys. There is absolutely no excuse for littering a place such as Brisbane Botanic Gardens, guys. So if you are in the Brisbane area, if you're on a holidays, come on up and have a look at this pristine place. Here's Mark now.
Absolutely, and absolutely stunning time of year to do it. As I said before, one of the probably second warm days we've had since April, so it's an absolute delight, and really can't say enough about how nice it is to be able to get out and about on a glorious day and take advantage of the facilities that we have.
And we have a Qantas plane flying over, flying into Brisbane, I think. But I won't be flying back to Brisbane. I will probably drive, I think.
Well, we don't mind how you come, Barry, as long as you come back sometimes.
So, the rules about planning and outing, okay? Make sure you've got everything prepared, such as your drink bottle and things like that. Here's Mark now.
Yep, so the only thing we don't pre-prepare is your actual lunch, depending on what our plan is for the day. So we either do bring it, or on days like today where we know we'll be able to duck into a cafe at some stage and grab something, we tend to just buy something while we're out and about.
So, I'd like to go over how out and about originated for those of you that have tuned in. Well, Out and About is a series where I'd like to show you some of the places in Queensland. And so far on Out and About, we've showing you some magnificent places. Here are just a few. We've done Scarborough, we've done Shorncliffe, we've done the Story Bridge, we've done Indooroopilly 3 times.
New Farm Park.
We've done a lot. Here's Mark now.
Yep, so we've done quite a few parks. We're still yet to link them all together by having a day on the Rivercat, which would be a great way to see how to spend a day getting out and about in Brisbane. And it's a beautiful way to travel, but of course it helps if the weather's nice.
Because like I've said, water and electric chairs got ladies and gentlemen out there. Do they mix? No. Here's Mark.
No, I can imagine that, I imagine that they're functionally fine to be in the rain, but it's certainly, obviously once you're wet, Barry, then that's it, that's how you're going to stay until we get home. We don't have any hoisting or lifting facilities, so that's out of the question. Once you get wet, that's how you're going to stay until you get home.
And you may get sick too. Here's Mark now.
Yeah, well, hopefully you don't, but certainly if you got wet and stayed cold for hours, I'm sure it wouldn't be good for you. So it is that kind of preparation, given that, you know, as we've said already, once you're wet, that's it, you're staying wet.
And you will feel cold and start to sneeze and sniffle. So off that now, so how out and about originated? Well, out and about, guys, well, I decided to bring this series to you so that I can show you the many sites of Brisbane and surrounding areas. And like Mark and I have mentioned, we've covered some awesome things. Here he is to tell you about it.
Yep, so we've done a few trips to parks and different destinations in Brisbane where you can have a gorgeous outlook and have a very relaxing time. So we've been working around that northern end of the Brisbane area as far as parks on the water are concerned, and here we are in the city. So there's no shortage of options heading south as well. It's just a matter of what's easiest for us to get to, given our time constraints each time. And obviously we do have some limits on how far we're going in a taxi, so they are our limiting factors.
So let's pan you around the Botanic Garden. Let's pan you around.
So we'll take you on a bit of a journey as well, and take you into the middle of the gardens and give you a look there as well. But obviously this is just a small section around the outside, and it's actually a significant transport path for people on foot as well, because these paths lead to the Goodwill Bridge, which is just a walking bridge that goes from Gardens Point, which is the area that the park, the Botanic Gardens are located in, and there's a walking riding bridge that goes across to South Bank.
So we might take you there as well and see what happens.
I think we should, Barry. Give people a pan back from the walking bridge and they can see what, in larger scale, what we're looking at.
So after the break we'll show you South Bank again as well. So for those of you that are wanting to know when I'm coming back to Sydney, I am coming back, but I don't know when, so just hang in there, guys. It will happen, but I will have some news about Sydney in a couple of days or so. I might even make a few inquiries about Sydney sometime this week. Okay, but I am looking forward to going back. But today, here on episode 39, look at that. It's such a beautiful day here. Just look at that. Look at that.
It is a gorgeous day, isn't it?
wouldn't you like to wake up with a pristine view like that? Here's Mark.
Absolutely, and were I lucky enough, I would wake up with a view like this, but as it pans out, I have to wake up and do a little travel, and then I get a view like this.
So if you'd like us to cover anywhere in the Queensland region before we wrap up this series of Out and About, please do let us know. Here's Mark.
Yes, we're keen to have ideas thrown at us so that, you know, if you've got an interest and we don't know about it, we'd like to. So please do let us know if there's anything you want to see.
Whatever it is that you'd like us to, or whatever it is that you want to see, or whether it happens to be, just ask us, please. We'd like to hear from you about it.
Absolutely.
Because that's what Out and About is all about. And you can write to me at Out and About Valley Fair Productions. Just write to me, okay? Monday, 23 Monday Place, Bray Park, Queensland 4500. I wouldn't usually give out the address on the show, but I would like you to write in and share your suggestions. So, my name of the production is Out and About Productions, Barry and Mark. Just giving you the address again, 23 Monday Place, Bray Park, Queensland 4500. Here's Mark.
Yeah, please do let us know if you've got anything you want to see. It is good for us to get other ideas as well, and you know, the collective brain mass is definitely going to give us adventures as well. So please do let us know.
And write in, and please do include your return address so that we can get back to you on the idea. And if you think that something is of interest to you, please do write and comment. Here's Mark.
Yep, please contact us. It's going to be great for us to have more ideas, and I'm sure there are things that people want to see that we haven't thought about. So any suggestions are welcome.
So you can either write to me at the above address that I'm giving to you, or you can contact me on my mobile. 0481 979 995, and I will be glad to speak to you. Mark and I would like to hear from you. I wouldn't usually give out numbers or addresses on the phone, but on the show I should say, but please do write to me or ring me and comment on the show. Here's Mark.
All feedback's welcome. In fact, feedback would be desirable. So please, any suggestions for what we can do to improve your viewing experience, or the destinations that we choose, that'd be fantastic.
So if we don't know about it, we won't be able to assist you. And like I said, do include your return address so we can get back to you, and your return phone number so we can contact you so that we can assist in any way. Here's Mark.
Thanks, Barry. Yep. So contact Barry at the 23 Mundy Place, and I should point out that Mundy is spelled M-U-N-D-I-E. So either phone or write and let us know.
And we are open to any suggestions that you throw at us, guys. It doesn't matter, but we'd like you to write in to Out and About, because any suggestion is welcome. Here's Mark now.
Well, Barry, what do you think? Should we move on and start bringing the show to, or bringing the park to the people?
And let's bring the park to the people now. So let's take a break. Well, we've just about come to the end of another Out and About adventure, and we certainly hope that you enjoyed it. We've come to the end of another film, another episode 39, and we certainly hope that you've enjoyed it. Here's Mark now.
Yep. Thanks for viewing in and seeing what we're up to.
Tuning in.
Oh, tuning in, viewing in, whatever you want to call it. I'm old-fashioned. I can get to say call it whatever I want, Barry.
I'm sorry. So anyway, guys, we do hope that you've enjoyed episode 39 today. Thanks for your company, and before we go, just some of the rules we go over. If you bring your rubbish in, please do take it out. Okay? Don't be a tosser. Don't just pick up your rubbish and go. Here's Mark now to close the show with that.
Absolutely. So it's a constant reminder from us just to keep our public spaces beautiful for everyone, and that means each of us being responsible for the rubbish that we take or create, and then taking it away when we go, either in the bin where you stand, or if there's no bins handy, take the rubbish home and get rid of it there.
And the number that we rely on 24 hours a day, you know what it is. It is 000. Please don't ring that number unless you've got an emergency. This is also a constant favourite of ours. So if you haven't got an emergency, guys, don't ring 000 unless you are in immediate danger. Here's Mark now to take us out with that message.
Absolutely, Barry. And it's not just the fact that you haven't wasted their time because you don't really need them. You have wasted their time, and if you call unnecessarily, and someone might be trying to get through while they're trying to deal with a prank call, and that person has to wait or miss out. But whatever it is, it's unnecessary and dangerous for that person trying to get through that actually needs emergency help.
So we do hope that you've enjoyed the visit to our show today at Brisbane City Botanic Gardens, and thank you so much for your company on episode 39 today. We sure hope that you will tune in again. And just a reminder, if you've got anything you'd like us to cover on Out and About, please do let us know. Write to us or email me commenting on the show. We'd like to hear from you. Here's Mark.
Yeah, please get in contact. All feedback's good feedback, so just let us know what you think, and if you've got somewhere that you'd like us to have a look at and how accessible it is, that'd be awesome too. Thanks.
So we do hope that you will join us next time on the next episode of Out and About. That's what I've been calling it here in Brisbane. So until Mark and I see you next Monday for Out and About, it's bye for now.
Bye-bye, everyone.
And take care on the roads. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye.